February 26th, 2010. From the stylish high-tech underground studios of Ribbit Media in fashionable Warwick, Rhode Island, this is the 50th episode of News Undies. For February 26, 2010, this is News Undies, all the news that shouldn't be news. I'm Paul Torville with these headlines. Navy braces for new wave of tube semen jokes. Olympics continue unabated. Rehab facilitators brace for fight of their lives as Shein shows up for check-in. Toyota CEO resists powerful urge to point out recent huge Ford and GM recalls. Congress passes largest, most expensive do-nothing bill in history. Al Haig finally no longer in charge. Brian Westbrook?
Hey gang, it's time for celebrity birthdays once again. I got my cake hat on, let's rock! For Saturday the 20th, Ansel Adams, dead, and Robert Altman, dead. For Sunday the 21st, Sam Peckinpah, dead, and Irma Bombeck, dead. For Monday the 22nd, Arnold Schopenhauer, dead, and Robert Young, dead. For Tuesday the 23rd, Paul Tibbets, dead, and Majel Barrett, dead. For Wednesday the 24th, Chester Nimitz, dead, and Abe Vigoda. For Thursday the 25th, Enrico Caruso, dead, and Zeppo Marx, dead. For Friday the 26th, Victor Hugo, dead, and William Frawley, dead. That's Celebrity Birthdays. I'm Paul Torville, and I'm done!
We'll have stories in detail after this.
I think we just have to wait a little bit.
How long does it take?
I don't know, I've never grown a dick.
Well, look at the wrapper!
I just threw it somewhere.
Oh!
So who am I gonna date?
I'm sorry.
This is not a dictator.
I'm a grown girlfriend.
In the true spirit of News Undies, here's an item which should not be news. Dick Cheney had a heart attack. Considering that this man suffered his first heart attack in 1978 at age 37, and bearing in mind that he's had 4 intervening heart attacks, a quadruple bypass, more stents and balloon catheter procedures than could be counted by the average 5th grader, or Cheney's old boss for that matter, this should not be at all surprising. Bearing in mind that Cheney was a reclusive Sith Lord while on the public payroll, pausing momentarily on occasion to tell the odd senator to fuck himself, or shoot an old friend in the face, he is now just an average guy, or should be. The man left office with a 63% disapproval rating, and this is in a job with only 2 official responsibilities: periodically check on the health of the president and break tie votes in the Senate. You have to be trying really, really hard to be that thoroughly hated in a job that easy. Welcome to Lent. This is the Christian month and a half, which commemorates the 40 days Jesus reportedly spent being tempted by Satan in the desert before starting his ministry. Part of most observances of Lent involve giving up something special to you. Apparently, this has its roots in ancient subsistence farming, wherein the food stored the previous fall would either start running out or going bad as spring approached. Or just blame it on Jesus. Generation Zero. Assuming for the moment it's not a trap, students at the University of Mississippi, also known as Ole Miss, have voted to update the school's on-field mascot. The old mascot was Colonel Reb, a caricature of a Civil War-era Confederate officer. Since the school is hanging on to its sporting identity as the Rebels, it seemed fitting to find another rebel with a less divisive air. Care to guess who the students picked? It's really quite obvious. Nothing? Really? All right, I'll give it to you. If the Student Mascot Committee goes along with it, the new mascot of the University of Mississippi will be, wait for it, Supreme Commander of the Rebel Alliance Fleet, Admiral Akbar of Mon Calamari. Over the course of the last month, Tiger Woods has continued to be a big draw for the news and gossip outlets alike. Does Woods truly merit so much more attention than any other philandering husband? Here are Pig and Sheep with their thoughts.
No! Once in a while he gets it right. Why we are still talking about Tiger Woods is a mystery.
That's what Pig and Sheep think. What are your thoughts? Email them to ovcomments@newsundies.com. And now, here's Moose Weintraub with a Sports Half Minute.
Moose Weintraub Sports Half Minute. It's a whole half minute of sports. 30 seconds of sports. Moose Weintraub Sports Half Minute.
Unicycle hockey, the sport of choice for people who feel ice hockey isn't dangerous or violent enough, is taking Australia, Germany, and Great Britain.
Thanks, Moose. Always a great report from Moose. YouTube has finally given up on Rick Astley. More specifically, YouTube has finally pulled the original Rickroll video for terms of use violations. In case you've never been Rickrolled, here's what it amounts to. You click on a link to some video, usually something that has nothing at all to do with the song, and there might be something leading you to think that you're actually going to get what you came for. Then, yeah, trench coat and everything. Of course, there's nothing to prevent some other idiot from reinventing the internet equivalent of the classic 2 for flinching, but we appear to be free of it for now. We'll have your exclusive past cast weather and the final news roundup right after this.
You'll notice that when you watch News Undies, I'm always wearing a shirt from the Ursus Pacificus Kitsch Cave. Well, now you can too. You can help support News Undies by going to the Ursus Pacificus Kitsch Cave and getting some kitsch.
And now, here's your exclusive past cast weather for the week ending Friday, February 26th, 2010. The Appalachians had sunny skies with mild temperatures. The Southeast saw snow in the north and rain in the south, then sunny skies with cold temps. Florida had thunderstorms with warm temperatures. And that's your exclusive past cast weather. Shaban Magnus? Terry Hoskins of Moscow, Ohio, bulldozed his $350,000 house to keep River Hills Bank from foreclosing on it. It seems Hoskins is having trouble not just with his bank, but also with the IRS, which had placed liens on his carpet store and commercial properties. I'm not sure what bulldozing his house was supposed to achieve, other than... Nope, I got nothing. And finally, and I do mean finally, we all saw this coming, didn't we? It was recently announced by U.S. Secretary of Defense Robert Gates that as of September 1st, 2010, Operation Iraqi Freedom will be no more. It's over, folks. Yes, the life of that name is over. It's being replaced with the perfectly Orwellian Newspeak name, Operation New Dawn. That's right, the undeclared elective war in Iraq, which has now gone on for nearly 7 years, has taken by some estimates as many as 1.5 million lives, and is projected by some estimates to cost the U.S. taxpayers nearly $2 trillion when it's all over, gets a second chance at public support, just like General Motors. Thank goodness for that. Well, that's all for this 50th episode of News Undies. If you enjoyed this show, please share it with your friends and family. You can comment about and rate this video on youtube.com/newsundies. While you're there, why not subscribe? You can sign up for email notification of new News Undies videos by emailing nulist@newsundies.com and putting subscribe in the subject. If you see news that shouldn't be news, send your story tips to undies@newsundies.com. Remember, News Undies is a weekly show, and we'll be back on Friday the 5th of March with fresh undies. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Paul Torville. After that, I might be a deep vein thrombosis in Dick Cheney's calf.